making a video on how to make floating shelves. Two types, battens and it's clad afterwards, and floating shelves made from threaded rod. So two different types which I'll be going through now, and this video in particular is for YouTube user Lowell Shaw. Here you go, there's his name, which I can't really pronounce. I think it's Lowell, but anyway. Two different ways are timber battens. So you're making a framework and you're going to clad it in some kind of MDF or ply, 6mm or 12mm, and that will go in between a recess. For example, this is an alcove, two walls either side, and there's your back wall. So you'll build a frame in and then you'll clad it both sides. And this is showing you a freestanding wall, so you'll have threaded rods that go in the holes, and you'll just have an MDF sheets cut to the size of your floating shelf that you want. It could be ply, it could be any thickness you like, 25 the minimum. It could go at anything up to 100mm if you wanted to. And that will just fit on with threaded rods and epoxy resin if you have any, if not grip fill. So you could use grip fill here or some kind of epoxy resin. Okay, first one, threaded rods. Here you go. So what I've done is I've pre-cut my threaded rods to about 250mm long. I've drawn on a level line, because this is showing you a wall here. I'm not going to be doing it in my house, so because we're in the workshop. And so I go for an M12 threaded rod, so it's already been pre-drilled for you guys. So these would just be drilled out slightly out of level, so pointing downwards, just so when it takes the weight of the shelf, it's levelling itself back up. Push those threaded rods through. And before you do that, you'd have your floating shelf at the back. Just make sure where you've drilled your holes and your lines there, just make sure that you've taken your marks off of those lines to know where to drill your holes. On this particular shelf, I've used a 12mm drill bit. It's 12 or 12.5. Make sure you drill it through nice and level. So you'd, just showing you for the video, you literally have it in your legs here and just get it going, and here you go, all the way through. You can either use a flat bit or a drill bit. I'm just using a metal drill bit, which is fine, nice and sharp. So like I said, the lines there show the lines here. What I will do is I'll then just line up the threaded rods to the back of the shelf, and there you go, nice and tough. So that's M12, so the thicker rods you go for, the stronger the shelf will be. I wouldn't say go for anything less than a 25mm shelf. I can show you now how much weight that will take. So this is a transformer, everyone knows how heavy a transformer is. 25, 30 kilos. There you go. It's taking a 25 to 30 kilo transformer, no problem. Okay, step 2. This is another way of making a floating shelf. It's made with battens that you pin all the way round, then you clad the battens with your panels, which we have here pre-cut. So firstly, we've already cut these to size, so bear with me. Using our impact drill, we're going to our level lines, which have already been drawn on. Bit noisy, sorry guys. We'll then get our smaller pieces, two small ones, up against these, so keeping it to the level line as well. One on this side here. Your last one, which we pre-drilled these screws here, which isn't right, that would go on the front. So I've got my pin gun ready, so I'm just going to use a pin gun. You would also glue this as well. So first of all, I'm just going to get a pin on this side, Put in a few more pins and glue and that, so another one here. I'm going to take these screws off for now. Just so they're not in the way. So there you go, there's the frame done, nice and tough. And now I'm going to use these pre-cut boards. I've used 6mm. 6mm is absolutely fine. They just go on the top. There you go. A couple of pins to hold them in. Sorry guys, typical isn't it? Then put that underneath. Just for the video, I'm doing it quite quickly. Yep, all pinned into the battens. So nice and tough. And last but not least, a front strip. There goes on like so. Straight into the batten. There you go guys, nice and easy. If you've got two walls to go in between, I would say this is a nice tough floating shelf method, even though you could use this method for this way. This shelf would just be cut in between the walls and you just do it the same way, but there will be a little bit of movement, so when you cork or silicone last you might get a break in the joint. Let me show you how much this other shelf method takes, how much weight, so you can make up your own mind. There you go, that's just using 6mm and just some battens, even with a few pins in, it's still holding nicely. So there you go guys, you've got your battens and your MDF cladding or ply cladding, and you've got your rebar or your threaded rod way. I hope you enjoy this video. Remember, if you like it, please share. Subscribe and also click the notification button so you can see our other new videos. Alright guys, cheers, speak to you soon, bye.